What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life.
Hey, Katie!
On today's video, we're going to be looking at Mulberry, Florida, but we're not quite to Mulberry. We're on Highway 60 heading east, and we're about 15 minutes from the center of Mulberry. So we'll be driving through an area that's close to Plant City, and then an area that's close to Lakeland, and then we'll be in Mulberry. I do this because Mulberry is just a tiny little town, and I want to give it a little bit longer of a video in case anybody wants to get familiar with the area. They have a better idea, because if I were just to record Mulberry as is, it wouldn't really give you a good feel for the area since it's just a tiny little town. It's a nice little rural town right outside of Lakeland. Again, we're on 60 heading east. Behind us is the urban core of Tampa. You can see here on the left, hundreds of people working on the left. That's why it's called Plant City, because there's all these plants here. Katie's behind the wheel today.
Yeah, so he's terrified.
Yeah. But I just want to show you guys what the rural area around Mulberry looks like as well. Again, everything on the left is probably closer to Plant City or Lakeland. Mulberry is just a tiny little town that's kind of slowly been swallowed up by growth and suburbia, but it still has a very country feel. It's to the south of Lakeland. And this area is pretty much rural nurseries and agriculture. The name alone sounds pretty. Mulberry, Florida. Seems like the type of place where great things would happen. If you don't know what a mulberry is, it's a little plant we have here in Florida. And this is Polk County when we get there. We're still in Hillsborough. Polk County. We're still in Hillsborough now, but we'll be in Polk County. Roads are rough.
Oh man, that thing is beautiful.
Is that a Cadillac now?
It is
a gold Cadillac.
For sale. Oh no.
Oh snap. No, it's a gold Cadillac. Mulberry is a little plant we have here in Florida that's like a berry you can eat. If you grew up here in Florida like I did, you know what a mulberry is. You've had them over the years. It's a very, very sweet berry. There's a bundle of them. They're usually purple or red. If they're dark purple, almost black is when they're best. I used to have them a lot as a kid, but I found out I'm allergic to them.
Yeah.
It didn't stop me from eating them by the bundles. You know the house where my brothers live in Naples?
Mm-hmm.
When they bought that house, they had a mulberry plant on the driveway, and they knocked it down to create parking spots for hundreds of cars.
That's terrible.
Terrible, man. Yeah, they had a mulberry plant. When we first moved in, there was a huge mulberry plant in front of our house.
Yeah, they keep knocking down trees.
Yeah. But there was a big mulberry plant right on the driveway. I remember when I first moved down, I would climb on it and get fruit. And eventually they knocked it down just so they could turn the parking lot into Hialeah.
Yeah.
As a proper Cuban family would do. 3,000 people live in Mulberry, less than 4,000. And yes, it is part of the Lakeland metropolitan area. Surrounded by Lakeland practically. It's known for sinkholes. In fact, in 1994, a sinkhole appeared in a toxic waste disposal pond in the city. This area has got a polemic issue with a company called Mosaic, if you want to read on that. I'm not going to elaborate too much on it. Myth and fiction, myth and reality. Questionable. Some exaggeration, some things are true about that. 76% white, 20% African American, only 4% Hispanic. Per capita income for the city was only $14,000, so it's not a rich area. Most of the economy here is a lot of farming. And it is Bellsville. There's country little towns out here. Rough road, man. That's not even on Google Maps. It said Bellsville there. That's not. It doesn't even show up on Google Maps. Okay, so this whole area is called Bellsville. There's a Twilight Zone Lodge. Historical landmark called Bellsville. Can't see what it is because there's not enough signal. Oh, I see a bunch of like citrus plants and stuff. Kind of pretty out here, huh? I'm talking to you, Katie.
What? Yeah, it's beautiful.
Palm tree farms.
Yeah.
Are those royal palm trees being farmed this far north?
Yes.
Interesting. How about they have to cover them if it gets cold enough? I gotta drive a little bit faster if you're in this lane. You can't fall asleep on this lane.
Yeah, no, I'm going more than the speed limit.
Doesn't matter. You're in Florida, you're gonna have to go much faster than the speed limit.
That's ridiculous.
Welcome to Florida.
Yeah.
WTF. So now we're kind of on the outskirts of Lakeland here.
Red County line.
Exactly. So now you enter the county line. So now you're in Polk County. We're going to drive through an area called Willow Oaks, which is kind of like a fancier suburban part of. Look at those little cabin looking things. It's like straight up migrant housing from like back in the day.
That looks like something out of movie
Monthly.
life.
Really
Yeah.
out of a monthly.
Now you enter Polk County.
Polk County. Lots of, yeah, welcome to Polk County. 6 miles from Mulberry, guys. So we're going to enter a suburban looking area here. Oh, wow, it just looks like a bunch of hood looking areas, actually, like really densely populated, ghetto looking housing. It looks suburban because there's a lot of trees, but once I zoom into it, it looks pretty ghetto looking. Oh yeah, that's like straight up the hood. I believe it's a Polk County to have hoods in the middle of the woods. It looks like suburban until you zoom in and you realize how unorganized things are. Paco's Tacos here got a 4.7. It's like a barbecue food truck that also has tacos for some reason.
Alright.
It's actually not a. It's almost like country hood. Interesting. It's not as suburban as I thought it would. It looks suburban on Google Maps, but then when you zoom in, you start to see all the ghetto-licious things that are out here. Why does this look like a cemetery that's getting plowed over? Like in the outskirts of Lakeland here. Far outskirts of Lakeland, which is where Mulberry lays. There's like a whole hood back there. Like a straight up hood. You can tell like duplexes and stuff, and they're all like all up on top of each other. Cemeteries, trailers and stuff. Live from a country ghetto. Live from a country ghetto. This is a very interesting drive. The thing weird about Polk County is like they have like rural hoods in Polk County. Like if you look at it on Google Maps, it looks like there's a lot of trees and stuff. So you just assume it's gonna be suburban, right? But then when you actually like start to see how it actually is, it's actually like very hood, like duplexes and corner stores and stuff. But all right, guys, we're just on the outskirts of Mulberry, and we're gonna be entering Mulberry here in the next. By that curb up there, we'll be in Mulberry. Very interesting drive. We're not. There is the sign right there. Welcome to Mulberry. All right, guys, you guys ready to explore Mulberry? We're finally here. Live in a country ghetto. Live in a country ghetto. Country ghetto. Live in a country ghetto. Mulberry, Florida. Got that Mulberry down there. So we've driven through here once or twice, maybe.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, welcome to Mulberry. Mulberry to you. All Harry. That's all I can come up with. Kind of abandoned looking farmhouse looking thing. Live in a country ghetto. Kind of looks like Arcadia.
Yeah. It looks boring.
It's like a cross between Baldwin and Arcadia.
Well, we're going back into suburbia. Or,
We'll drive through downtown, then we'll go to the hood.
because I already see McDonald's. It's the only
Yeah,
thing
that's
you can
sad.
see.
That's pretty sad. When you drive into a town like from a mile away, you can see the McDonald's logo. We're gonna go take a left on Church Street. Live in a country ghetto. Canal Street. Canal Street to the L Street, you heard me? Kind of reminds me of like entering Belle Glade or Closen. Just has a like small Florida town feel. Live in a country cheesecake factory. Alright, so when you get to a major intersection, you're gonna take a left. That's Church Street. And we're gonna take a left on Church Street. It's like an Okeechobee but smaller. It's like a smaller version of Okeechobee. Ah! Auto sales. Auto sales. We got auto sales. Auto sales. We sell autos at the auto sales. We sell autos at the auto sales. So the most distinctive thing about their town is the McDonald's sign.
Apparently.
That's pretty sad. There's an old Tampa Cubans. Got a 4.6. It looks like a Cuban container ship restaurant. Oh, wow. Well, that's not Cuban. That's like almost Mexican looking. Dang it. Oh, wow. They got a 4.6. Look at these pop-up Regianas. Wow, with like tapeworms and stuff inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, was not the answer to that. Dude, this old Tampa Cuban looks good. Looks like Tampa Cuban food. Look at that. You might want to check that out.
It looks more like tapeworms than meat.
You're gonna ruin my appetite.
And you just think you didn't ruin mine? But I'm still going to eat it.
Looks good.
Yeah.
There's Old Tampa Cubans is one restaurant. There's a crispy, crunchy chicken, a Topper Bricks on pizza. Carter's Barbecue has a 4.2. There's a Best Western here if you want to stay at a Best Western.
Yeah, I'll pass.
There's a Best, Bob, what is it? Bob Cock Home Furniture plant. There's a Phosphate Museum. Alright, let's go.
Wow, that's just what I want to learn about phosphate.
Yeah, I just want to learn about phosphate. Like, if it wasn't boring enough out here already, then we'd end up going to a freaking phosphate museum. Born in a phosphate ghetto. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it. Alright, take the action. This is their downtown here. This is take the action here. Yeah. We're in downtown. Wow. Not even a squatted truck. The Cuban place is on the right, but we're gonna spin around town real quick and see some other. I think that's the Cuban place right there. Take a left when you get a chance. Any street to the left so we can see the rest of the town.
Alright.
Yeah, that works right there. Wow, that's it. There's a CBD store. CBD, DVD. This looks like Tampa. They go right here. Actually, yeah, you could have taken it right there. Alright. Take it right on the next one.
I'll turn right.
The next one.
Right or left, Jose?
There's an interesting business here.
Am I turning left or right?
Take a left.
Okay.
Look at the name of this business.
What?
Yeah. That's actually a business in this town. Ask a bird face. I guess you can just call her and ask her stuff. Live in a country ghetto. This guy looks like he's going to a pawn shop with that stuff. Live in a country ghetto.
Keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Keep going to the eat going, you hear me? They have a Phosphate Boulevard. It doesn't all the time. There's not much out here. Very country. These are gonna be some like ghetto-looking old houses here.
Those are beautiful. Look at that one.
Historic-looking old houses and stuff.
It's nice.
Let me see if I can zoom in.
Let me know when to turn.
Old-looking houses. Alabama-looking houses. Got that Bama right there. Take a right here. And,
A right?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
We'll end up on a Phosphate Boulevard. There's not much out
Did you
here.
see what's over there?
What? Cuban?
No.
What?
Confederate flag.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a small town. Take a right here. Yeah, I just stop sign. I think it parallels the. Yeah, you take go like roll on the railroad tracks.
Okay.
I missed the Confederate flag, unfortunately. It'd have been a treat to see something like that in Alabama. Alright. If you can get back on the other side of the road, I definitely would recommend it because there's not much on this side except for. Take a right here. Take a right here. Take a right here. Easy with the low clearance on the car. There's not much out here. This is like a really small town. Do you want to eat a Cuban sandwich?
Do I always want to eat Cuban
Let's go eat
sandwiches?
some Cuban, man. There's a Cuban around here.
And by Cuban sandwich, I mean steak.
Right. It's called Old Tampa Cuban, so they better get it right. There's a Cuban around here. That silly Cuban was bashing my hood. Live in a country ghetto. Live in a ghetto. Slow down. This is like really old Florida out here.
I kind of like
Neat
it
stuff.
though.
Yeah, it's like a real small town. Like,
Look at that house right there.
yeah, like real small town crap out here. This is like definitely like stepping back in time for sure.
Dream big and dare to fall.
In a country ghetto. There's a Cuban place right there. Want to see what's on the other side of the town? There's like a few blocks on the other side. We'll drive to the other side and then we'll swing back around. You can keep going straight if you want to. Or how about no? How about we don't want to? Okay. Go, women, go, go. There's a truck on. You better go if you're gonna go. Ah! They're driving.
I like this side.
Yeah, this might be the nicer side of town. We'll find out. Take a right here.
What's the water on the road for?
Maybe it's a sinkhole.
No, someone's washing their dog.
That dog right there.
That much water to wash a dog?
Not many people to hold it down. Like 3 people holding that dog down. Like, that dog down there. Is that a chrome truck? Oh my gosh. The redneckery of this place. Did you see that thing?
Yeah.
They have their truck wrapped in chrome. Well, the road ends up there, you'll take a right.
Okay, hello.
Or left, I'm sorry. Well, you can take a right actually if you want to.
Let's take a ride.
You can swing back around here to the Cuban place.
Yeah, this sounds wonderful.
Live in a country Cuban. Very old Florida vibes.
I like it though.
Yeah, it's definitely old Florida. Lots of little old houses. Kind of historic looking houses. Absolutely boring. It's not as boring as Frostburg, but it's getting there.
I mean, at least they've heard of Cubans here.
It's 4. They're awfully familiar with us.
Oh yeah.
We've given them a few options. If not had a choice. Live from a country ghetto. Get some Cuban ghetto. Mulberry Plenty and Economic Planning. That's a cool looking building. There's a Cuban around here. Watch that truck has a trailer behind you. Okay, so you have to sit outside and order from a trailer. I don't want to sit outside. We order outside? Why don't you eat somewhere else?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even have seating. I thought it was like a restaurant. Keep driving north. We'll go to Lakeland. Do you want to eat here? We can eat here, but there's no like seating.
There's seating. It's just patio seating.
Okay, we can park right there in the shade.
Okay.
Parking and pickup. There's a Cuban around here.
I think this is where the parking.
Yeah, you can just park anywhere. Wrong way. Just, I don't know. Makeshift parking wherever you can find it.
Okay.
We'll figure this out. Park on the other side so you can see the car from where you park it.
Okay.
That way you can keep it around the car.
Right here.
Nobody around, man. Let's see why you couldn't park here.
I think there's inside parking.
You're fine. Alright guys, there it is, Mulberry.